he was supposed to be going to work. He stopped over there at the house to feed the dog, but he was charging the dude up about his money. They get into it. I think the dude actually, like, you know, sliced him or something. My dad ended up going to the police department trying to tell them what was going on. But he did end up going to jail, but he did get out. But while he was in jail for that, that's when my mom decided she didn't want to be with him anymore, and she was so scared of him and all X, Y, and Z, right? And she wanted to divorce him, and she wanted me to do the divorce papers and all. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. You can do that on your own, because she knows how to file for a divorce and get a divorce. She got a divorce from my youngest brother's dad before. So why are you putting me in the middle of that to help you divorce him? You know how to do that. I know how to do it too. Yeah, I do. Because I filed the paperwork for my own divorce from my youngest daughter's dad. But I'm not about to get involved in you divorcing my dad. That's y'all's business. I'm the child. Right? That's not my place. You handle that. But she making like she was so scared of this man, and she would block his number from calling her, but she would still be calling him and pulling up on him. The manipulation and the using, it never stops. And she would still be calling me, telling me, oh, well, you know your daddy got a Facebook and he not supposed to have a Facebook. That's on him. He grown. He not supposed to be on social media. Part of his parole. But if he got a Facebook and he get in trouble for it, that's his business. Why are you calling and telling me? Well, you should tell him. No, I'm not. I'm not finna talk to him about it. I even blocked his Facebook page. That ain't my business, right? But if you so scared of this man, why are you worried about what he's doing? Because you're not scared of him. But anyway, I had to come on here and talk about my dad because he inserted himself into it. So there you go. Now, like I say, I can't say exactly what he said, but I'm sure he was flip at the mouth. He was split lip. He said some shit, and he probably added some shit on, or she added it on herself, or, you know, whatever. But whatever she got to you, you know, to say, you gave her some of the ammunition. And what people say, you should have just sat there and ate your food. You should have just sat there and been quiet and accept the fact that I said that you ain't shit, because I didn't lie when I said that. That wasn't a lie. It's still not a lie. Right? You're a user. You're a manipulator. You're a narcissist too. You get into it with your other daughter. So me and Sunshine have the same mom, same dad. He gets into it with Sunshine too. Call her out her name and all kind of stuff. She even lived with him at one point. That didn't work out. Because, baby, Sunshine, she got that temper for real, baby. And she's not finna bow down to you. So, they would really get into it. So, yeah, it's just a lot, guys. And I just wanted to get on here while I finish this order for somebody and tell y'all about my dad. Because I mentioned that last night, and I said that I was going to tell the truth about that. And so, I wanted to make sure that I did that. So, yeah, that's some of what I've been through with him. He was locked up for 12 years. He got out when I was 18. I was living in Bryan then with my mom. I was going to Blinn College, and he called. He called or whatever, but when he called, the phone was on speakerphone. So whatever woman he was with, she wanted it on speakerphone. She didn't want him to talk to me without the phone being on speakerphone, as if I was going to have some kind of romantic relationship with my dad or something. I don't know what she was thinking. And he had already been out for quite some time before he contacted me. It just so happened that I think it was actually Junior, the one who SA'd me. I think it was actually him that saw my dad and then told my mom. Right? So then he got in contact with my mom. My mom got in contact with me and let me know or whatever. And then he called me. So he had already been out and he wasn't trying to find me, wasn't trying to talk to me. So I should have took that as a sign to just not even worry about him. But it's my dad. I want to talk to you. I want you in my life. I want that bond. I want my kids to know that Pawpaw. Because my Pawpaw was the light of my life, baby. So I wanted to give him the opportunity to be that for my babies. But we're where we are now. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't gonna work out. And that's fine, because sometimes stuff don't work out the way we want it to, right? And that's cool. That is cool. But so yeah, as y'all can see again from this little short live right here, it's a lot that I've been through with these people that I'm related to, right? And all of my life, I've always just tried to keep the peace and fix things, even when I'm not the one who broke them, because I wanted that love and I wanted these people. And I just saw my therapist on Friday because she didn't believe that I wasn't going to talk to my dad anymore, because I told her that I had gotten some papers in the mail from the Social Security office a few days prior for my dad to fill out, and, you know, about his condition and things like that, so he could get his benefits. And I didn't contact him and let him know that I got the papers or anything like that. I filled the papers out and I took them right on over here to the post office and I sent them off. I don't have to talk to you to help you or to love you. But that was the last thing that I'm ever going to do to help him, because you can't work, right? You physically cannot work. So how are you going to support yourself and take care of yourself? And I'm not going to be cooking for you no more. I'm not going to be taking care of you no more. So you're going to need some money to pay somebody to do it or do something. So I filled out the papers and sent them off. That's the last help you'll get from Ruthie. And you wouldn't have known about it until they told you, had I not said it on this live, because I'm sure Jackie gonna send him this or whatever, you know. Which is cool because I don't care. But yeah, let me show y'all the cookies before they go in the oven. They should only have to be in there like 8 minutes, so I might stay on live while they bake. That's the ones with the raisins back there. And these the ones without, they all have pecan, right? All right. So, hold on, TikTok. I'm about to show y'all too. Let's see. Flip camera. All right, there's the ones with the raisins back there. It's 4, 5, 6 with raisins, and then other 6 just have pecans. All of them have pecans though. And then, oh, I could show y'all the cakes too. Hold on, Facebook, I'll show y'all in a second. This is the cookies and cream cake that I was working on last night on live. This is the lemon cake that I was working on last night on live. Got my little thank you sticker. Got my sticker talking about my business and cake care on there. You know, because I don't play when it comes to my business. So, let me show Facebook now. Okay, let me show y'all these cakes that I was working on. Oh, shit. While I was on live last night. Okay, so, hold on, here we go. There's a cookies and cream cake that I was working on while I was on live. There is the lemon. There is my thank you sticker. There's a sticker talking about cake care and my business on there. So, because I don't play by my packaging, I don't play by my products. So let me stick these cookies in the oven. Real quick, like.
It's so humongous. It's so huge.
Now, you know I'm on live, so don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that. Y'all know how siblings do. They start picking on each other for no reason. Gabby then came out the room.
She ate all the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, guess what? When we had Lucky Charms, what you was doing with them? Putting them in the bowl and eating all the marshmallows out and not eating the cereal. So, congratulations, y'all twins. Y'all both do too much. How about that?
You didn't gotta say that on the live, you know.
Y'all don't think these people know that kids do too much?
I am not
Please.
There's no way.
Please.
You don't want to be my twin, Gab?
No. I'm my mommy's twin. So sorry.
I came first. I'm my mommy's twin.
Y'all both my twin. Now hush it up.
We gotta be triplets.
I said, oh.
No, I was kidding. Guys, help me.
I said hush and she keep on going. Anyway, so yeah. I don't play when it comes to my business, right? And then on the phone calls, if you heard the calls or if not, if you have not been able to see any of the other lives, they all are on my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is Baking Butterfly 85. And it's no space in between. It's Baking Butterfly 85. You can go through
I'm sorry.
all the previous live videos. You can see them on my YouTube. Baking Butterfly 85. Let me put it. I don't feel like typing, y'all. Can somebody type that in the comments? Baking Butterfly 85, please and thank you. Cause I don't feel like grabbing the phones and doing all of that. I'm very tired. I went to sleep at almost. No, you can't put it. I went to sleep at almost 6 something this morning. Woke up with it was the whole thing. So yeah, I don't play about my business. And during the phone calls, they would say my nasty baking business and things like that. Even the one that bought a cake from me and then she wanted to down talk the business, but you literally bought a cake from me. You ain't say it was nasty then, but now it's nasty. Now when y'all mad and trying to hide, it's nasty.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Love you too. But that's what they do, right? So these cakes are in there. I mean, these cookies are in there. I never set a timer really for when I bake. I just smell it and then I know. Clock that tea. My baby back there doing clock that tea when I said that. So I just go by smell to see if it's done. I check it, whatever. That's typically how I do it. So let me see how long these supposed to be in the oven. It says bake for 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm probably going to do closer to the 8 side because I want them to be as soft as possible. If somebody requests a crunchy cookie, which my Aunt Byrne used to request her cookies crunchy, I will leave them in longer so they'll be crunchy. But typically, the majority of clients like soft cookies. And this recipe is for soft oatmeal cookies.
When are you going to start using
What, baby?
the Fruity Pebbles?
Oh, when am I going to make the new cookie? Yeah. When I get a little bit of rest. Because when I do something new, I want to be rested and I want to do it right. I ain't really got no rest yet.
I'm just asking so I can eat it.
I know. That's why you're asking, Big Back. I know.
Bro, come call Big Back on live.
But you ate almost all the sugar. That was over time.
She got you there.
That was over time, though.
But she got you there.
And I wasn't eating it. I was putting it in my tea.
You were consuming it. You want to get hung up on what word she used, or you want to stick to the facts?
Nah,
it was dissolving.
She had to use all of her sugar, and it's still not even filled up. That's how big you are.
Anyway, back to what Mama was talking about.
Y'all see what I got to deal with these kids? They be going back and forth in here. It's really funny, though. Girl, why didn't you put that on the towel? Put the soap on the towel. But
oh, okay.
Oh, they about to make me glitch out. For them accusing you of that is defamatory, I believe, and that is a case for you to make. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. But the thing about it is, the accusations that they made, I don't know that they made them out in the public. They made them directly to me, though I do have proof of said accusations. I would have to research it for myself and see if it is if it has to be publicly said, or does it count when it's just said to me. I don't know. I mean, I do have proof of it, so that's also a thing, right? And I believe that defamation is the thing that they were trying to say they're going to sue me for. I mean, I've said it publicly because I wanted to clear it up, because it was played during the phone calls and I showed text messages, which I did tell y'all that I'm going to upload the screen recordings of the text threads and the screen recordings of the phone calls. That way, if y'all want to go through and listen and tell me something I missed or whatever, y'all can do that. And I was looking this morning trying to find the clip when Cat Williams said, basically, if you wanted me to speak highly of you, then you should have treated me better. That's basically how I feel about that. Like, if y'all didn't want me on here saying what I'm saying, y'all should have made better choices. Y'all should have treated people right. Y'all shouldn't have been so evil. Like, so that's how I feel. Hey, who just had this pizza? You see how easily you just leave stuff open and on the counter? Take the air off the bag. Then close it and then put it up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You side-eyeing me?
What?
Was you side-eyeing me? Like,
No.
you trying to check me? You want to fight? I'm fighting enough. I can't.
Why are you making a false
I'm not going to fight
accusations?
you. I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to call Gigi. Gigi is Crystal, by the way. Gigi is their godmother. I mean, Crystal's their godmother, so they call her Gigi. I ain't fighting. I'm going to call my sister.
I didn't even do anything.
Don't make me call my sister. My sister don't play by me. So anyway, yeah. It's just a lot. And certain things I haven't spoken on because the whole point of me starting this quote-unquote series was to bring light to what was happening with my grandmother, right? And then people started inserting themselves and saying things and threatening things. So now that you've inserted yourself and you've said such and such, now I get to have a rebuttal. Now I get to say what I'm going to say. Now I get to say things about you because you brought yourself into this. If I did mention you prior to you contacting me, it was only in reference to my mother and how y'all's relationship was. And even if you want to deny reality and say the things that I'm saying aren't true, doesn't make it not true. It doesn't change the facts. The facts can't be changed because you don't want them out. That doesn't change the facts. I can't believe it's already 1 o'clock. And I haven't eaten anything yet today. I take medication.
What?
Girl, you know I ain't ate yet. Don't play.
I've been asleep. What happened?
I'm saying, how often is it that I've already eaten early in the afternoon? It's very rare, correct? I will when I feel hungry. I don't feel hungry, which is what I was about to say. With my diabetes medication, I don't have that much of an appetite. So I will eat eventually.
Okay, better. Okay, you.
Yeah, so the cookies still baking. They're not done. Let me put this cookie dough up. Let me put these raisins up. I think I'm actually going to take this down from here and put it over here. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so that's what's going on with that stuff there. I had to get on here and talk about my dad because I forgot to go into detail about that particular situation last night. So far as my grandmother goes, I don't necessarily know that I have any more information that I need to provide to the public. I think I've pretty much said everything that I need to say about it. I've brought awareness to the situation. In case anything else does transpire, at least I've said something, right? So I will not be I take that back. I forgot. So me and Lil G talked last night, and I do have some recordings and clips from the camera from the room. And I screen recorded the call from the hospital talking about her condition. I did screen record that, but I didn't upload it to Google Drive yet. I don't think. Let me check. Because I did tell y'all I was especially going to play that call because last night when I was on live, my cousin was in the comments saying that we were lying and that she can talk and all of this kind of stuff, right? By she, I mean my grandmother. But I literally know what the woman said on the call with Lil G, like what she was saying about her condition. I don't think this is it. Let me check. No, that's Skeeter's text messages. So hold on a second. Facebook, let me do this real quick. Go to the drive, hit upload. Gotta turn on the Wi-Fi for that. And let me upload this phone call. Okay, so the phone call is currently being uploaded to Google Drive right now. So once it uploads, I will play it. And the part with the hospital happened during a phone call that was already taking place between me and Lil G. So if I show you the screen, it is going to show you that it's at like the halfway mark of the call. But I really don't need to show y'all the screen. You can just hear what's being said. But shoot. That's why I was waiting, because during the call, someone's address is being said. The phone number I don't care about, because the phone number I've already showed from text messages that I received from this person. But I don't want to put her address out because I'm not going to dox anybody, right? I'm not going to have people going to your house and doing things to you to defend me. That's not where I'm at with it. I'm not doing that. And so I have to figure out a way to bleep out, censor that part of the call before I can play it for you guys. So I guess I will not be playing it right now because I got to figure out how to do that, and I don't know how to do it yet. I guess I would have to go in while the screen recording is playing and actively like add a sound over it. I guess I can do that in Filmora, which is a thing that I use when I previously was editing videos for YouTube for content and things like that. So I can go in and add a sound effect over the part where the address is being said, because I don't want to put anybody's address out. Now, I could be malicious and do that, but I'm not going to do that. So, I guess there will be another installment with the video clips and with that phone call from the hospital, because people are saying we're lying, but why would I lie? And then I have proof to prove what I'm saying. I want people to prove what they're saying. Prove what you're saying. Prove what you say. I have proof. I've been showing proof. Y'all been giving more proof. But what y'all saying about me, y'all don't have no proof of that. Right? I mean, the only proof they have that I've been with two men is my two children that have different fathers, right? But I never debated that. I never said nothing about that. But y'all bringing up that I've been with two men, and y'all say I've been with a whole bunch of lesbians, to say what? What was the point of that? I don't understand. What does my sexual past have to do with what I've experienced, right? What I went through, what this man took from me. What does that have to do with anything? What does what I did in my adulthood have to do with what happened to me as a child? Why are you telling me that I should have held him accountable when it happened when I was a child? I couldn't protect myself. I told my mother when I felt safe enough to do so, and she didn't protect me. I don't know if she told anybody in the family what I told her. But I feel like everybody already knew what this man was, and I have like a lot of conversations and instances and experiences of myself and other people that, and what these people are currently saying, like how they're defending him, that lets me know, yeah, y'all knew all along, right? And the fact that you want to tell me on the phone nothing's ever going to happen to him and he's moved on with his life. What does he have to move on from? He's the one who, he's a thief. He's a disgusting individual. He SA'd multiple family members. Multiple. Not just me. Multiple. I'm just the only one that I've gotten enough strength from the Lord to go ahead and speak out about it, which the first time I spoke out about it publicly was in December of 2023. That's when I originally spoke out about it. That video is also on my YouTube, if y'all want to see that. Like Lil G was saying last night, you know, you doing what you feel like you need to do, and it doesn't matter if nobody likes it. You doing what you need to do. I am. I feel like I'm doing what God told me to do. And later on down the line, I will let y'all know, like, all these confirmations that I've been receiving that really let me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. sometimes we think our calling is just one thing when we're called to do many things, right? And I never thought that this would be part of my calling, you know what I'm saying? But my therapist told me, she was like, I see something on you and you don't see it. But when you really realize how powerful you are and what you got in you, whew, that's what she said. We on video. This is my therapy appointment on Friday. And I'm just looking at her like, mind you, we just met. Like, this your first impression of me? Okay, cool. God talking to you through me? All right. I'll take that. Nothing's burning, guys.
I'm too short. Oh, I did it. I did it with the Hawaiian bread. Yeah. I did it with this.
Oh. Okay, so I just put the cookies out. Running my mouth with y'all. Can you not do that? Anyway, I just pulled the cookies out. Running my mouth with y'all. I would have pulled them out maybe a minute sooner. But I didn't. So we're here. So we're going to see how they turn out once they cool, to see if I want to inevitably make more cookie dough and make more. Ooh.
I'm so smart. When I already put my wings in here, I looked in the fridge. Yeah, I saw a pizza. And then I had thought wings and pizza. But I'm so smart.
Right. Good job, kid.
That's right.
And I'm taking them off of the pan to cool on the cooling rack, because when you leave your cookies on a high pan, they will continue to cook. So I don't want these to cook any more than they already have. I got pecans falling. I think maybe what I'm going to do is the remainder of the cookie dough, I'm going to go ahead and bake it and give that as like an extra little gift to the customer. Because, I mean, I eat my oatmeal cookies, but I'm not really a big fan of pecan. And I don't really, I be baking stuff and I don't even try it. I have other people try it. They tell me it's good, we good to go. Why they talk about if you stop eating your product. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. When I'm depressed and going through what I'm going through, sweets are my go-to typically. But being on this medication for my diabetes, I don't do that. Hey, cousin. That's one of my cousins on my dad's side. That's a paternal cousin that I just spoke to. Alright, so we got this cooling. I think I'm going to move it over to one of my tables in the living room. Mind you, I live in an apartment, and so it's really set up like a bakery. I have shelves everywhere. I have stuff everywhere. I got 2 tables in my living room that I be using. I don't have a lot of space, but I make do with what I have. So I'm going to transfer this cooling rack into the living room so that I can put these other cookies into the oven. not gonna use the same pan because I'm not gonna use the same pan because that pan is still hot. So when I start putting the raw cookie dough on there, it'll start to get hot and start baking before it's even in the oven. So there's no smoke going on, but our smoke detectors are very sensitive in this apartment. So I do apologize for the noise. Oh, but here's my little sign. I know it's backwards for y'all, but it says freshly baked. So when I take pictures of the cookies, I'll have this behind there. I did take pictures of the cakes last night that I will upload later for y'all to see. I did take a short video of me putting the glaze on the cookies and cream cake, the glaze and the cookies. So I'm going to upload that too. Okay, so let me transfer these in here. Alright. Let me get these pecans and this one raisin off the counter. Cookie dough back out. Alright, so let's roll some more cookies. I guess I will stay on here a little longer because I still got some people on here. The Facebook one doesn't look like anybody's watching, so I'm gonna close that one out. I may just close y'all out too because this noise is getting on my nerves, so I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna get on y'all's nerves. I don't know. We'll stay for now. What you doing?
No, it's on.
Why you need that?
Because it's hot.
But-
No.
No. There's more room for you to drop them. Take that off. Get the tongs. Take your chicken out. Put it on your plate. That's easier, right? What would you do without me? No idea. Well, maybe your beautiful soul would have went to.
Ow!
Yeah, that pan is hot.
Can I eat that?
Can you get away from that? I don't know why these kids be playing with me and my baked goods for my business. Like, it's a game. It's not a game. Don't play with my stuff. You really had to click that over here like I'm not on live.
Sorry, I left it down.
So anyway, like I said, if you just came in, I'm going to bake the remainder of the cookie dough and give it to them, the client, as a just a little thank you. I also bought them each a thank you card also. I'll talk about that whole experience at a later time. I'm not going to talk about it now. But yeah.
Why are you staring? Oh, that's the video. I thought you were staring at me.
Can you get your food and move along? Because what are we doing? I appreciate y'all coming into the live and listening to me, watching, showing love, all of that. If you feel so inclined to share the live or share the live some love, that would be appreciated also. You don't have to though. You just being here means a lot to me. Let's see. Maybe I'll read you guys one of my poems. But that wouldn't be fair for Facebook, right? They're not gonna get to see it. But I guess since I'm still on here, I should download this one, and this live should be the one that I upload to YouTube. That way it's the full, today's full thing. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. So I can still read a poem. Just so it's just not y'all just me just rambling or whatever. Let me get these in the oven. And then I'll read one of my poems for y'all. I do have a poetry book out. It is on Amazon. It's called Window to Her Soul. I will figure out how to add the link for it in my bio, because I don't think it comes up very easily when you search for it on Amazon. Okay, so I got 6 extra cookies out of the rest of that though. That's pretty cool. We'll go with that. Alright, so I'm gonna stick these in the oven. And then, ma'am, you think I want that in my background? It'd be different if you could put headphones like Jamari did and she was watching her tablet. Just turn it down low. Okay, so I have my poems in Google Drive, so let me see which one I'll read to y'all. Because if you just finding out about me, I am the Baking Butterfly, of course, but before I ever became the Baking Butterfly, I was Poetic Butterfly. Okay. I have some stuff labeled with poem. Okay, perfect one. This is a perfect poem to read. This one is called Betrayal of Trust. So, while the pain she thought she buried deep down inside erupted from the depths of her heart and soul, the tears she could no longer contain slid down her face in an endless cascade. The first person she trusted and loved with such an undiscerning heart had chosen to crush, deprive, and stunt her beautiful spirit almost daily until it was tremendously decayed. Her life seemed to have one purpose in the eyes of the first teacher a young girl ever knows: to serve her mother dutifully and without question, taking care not to fold under the harrowing pressure she felt with every inch of her being held in silent woes. She always protected the woman whose womb had been her first defense from the perils of the universe, and naivete weren't the culprits. Been her first defense. Weren't the culprits. Instead, it was the adoration vehemently forming a crust of poison around her heart, and with each beat of it, the strength of the grasp became worse. Her mother's voice owned no traces of assurance each time she managed to utter the words, "I love you." The only evidence of it became somewhat transparent when the wolf cloaked herself in the skin of a sheep. With soft words and hidden agendas, she swindled her daughter out of her innocence year after year, knowing the girl was weakened by her foothold, so there was nothing she could do since her free will had been put to sleep. The rewards from her trickery were numerous and addicting, so she kept on her path of evil, ignoring the voice that reminded her, "What you sow, one day you will reap." Today, this girl is within the woman she became, trying to release the pain, using words pinned together in an effort to create the perfect vision everyone can see. I haven't imagined her existence. She isn't a character from one of my dreams or a friend that let me tell her story. The reason I know her pain so intimately is simply because this child, this girl, this woman is me. All right, that's the end of that poem. Whew. And I think with that, I'm about to get off live because, yeah. A lot of times I use poetry to get my feelings out and express how I feel like it's easier. You don't get interrupted. If you forget something, you have time to, get it out there or whatever. And that one was a deep one. That was a deep one. And I'm already severely tapped emotionally and physically and mentally. So I appreciate those who came to the live, who stayed, who listened to the poem. If you gave me a follow, I will follow back. I appreciate you guys for listening and for being here. It means the world to me. Thank you.